I'm Mary McCoy, and I have lived in the city of Miami Gardens since 1975, April 1st. When I first moved here, it was one beautiful neighborhood. I mean, lots of nice things for the children to do. And I've seen a lot of things happen, and our neighborhood is has gone down very, very bad due to the fact that so many people in this community went into bankruptcy and they lost their homes and what have you. And in the process of that, what we got from that was a lot of young people around that was doing drugs and what have you. And they would take those vacant houses and live in them, what we call squatters. And they would take they just strip them down and leave it a mess, because the home that was so beautiful, now they went down to like plunder.
And sometimes people will call with regard to these properties and they'll say, well, nobody owns it. And I'm fond of saying to them, everything is owned by someone. So if it's been foreclosed on, the people have been removed from their homes, then the bank owns it. They're the owners, and they bear the same responsibility that every other owner of property has. They have to keep that property safe and secure. They have to keep it in they can't maintain it in a state of disrepair. They have to keep their lawns. They have to keep their lawns manicured. They have to make sure, people aren't coming and squatting and things of this nature. They're not fulfilling responsibility in a lot of senses. I guess the city has been forced to step in kind of in loco parentis for banks, except for they're not kids. They're banks.
In regards to these homes, if this was not there or these vacant homes weren't there, because we do have the community that take a vested interest, but the next call they make is to the police department. So out of the upward of 6,000 calls for service that we handle on a monthly basis, we're seeing a large amount of those calls dealing with quality of life issues that's strictly related to the vacant homes, the vacant properties, the unkept properties. In responding to these calls for service, which has been increasing, it takes away the cop from dealing with the issues that we need to deal with from a police standpoint. Every cop that we send to a vacant home or a vacant or a call for children in the house or a potential burglary of an unoccupied residence of these homes, we have to send more than one cop. Usually it's 2 to 3 cops because we don't know what we're going to encounter.
It becomes a problem for us because we're spending more time providing resources in those areas that we'll never ever be able to recapture because of these loans that have impacted these families. Because we are continually trying to get ourselves out of the hole because of those revenues that we would normally count on are not coming to fruition.
And so when you see your property values fall like that, it's not, it's falling outside of the norm, if you will. It's falling more because something happened here differently than it happened other places.
And I know one family that the mother was very ill and what have you, and who have worked so hard there for her home, gorgeous home. But after they moved out, the squatters went in and destroyed it and destroyed the place. And I really hate even passing there because knowing what it was and knowing what it is now.